Hi, my name is Jutomue Jr., Speaker of the Liberian National Children's Representative Forum, formerly called the Liberian Children's Parliament. My roles and responsibilities include but not limited to representing the children of Liberia, lobbying and speaking out issues affecting them, as well as finding solutions to the problems they are facing on a daily basis. I just like to take this time to say thanks for contacting me to share my perspective on the reporting portal to be launched early next year. However, I'm currently representing the children of Liberia in Nairobi, Kenya, where I'm participating in an international conference on the prevention of substance abuse. I'm glad that this conference is really building my knowledge, and by returning, we will increase our advocacy and awareness strategies on how children can prevent substance abuse. With regards to the reporting portal, I think it's very important for Liberia, especially the children in Liberia, because it will help in the removal of illegal images and videos online that tend to abuse the rights of children. Can you imagine? There are approximately 75% of Liberian children are online users. So majority of them, they are on there's something you call the social media, you call Facebook. Some are on Amo, some are trying to go on Twitter, but I haven't seen much of them on LinkedIn. That shows that huge number of the children in Liberia are online users. Every day, every night, as I speak to you right now, some thousands of them are currently chatting, sharing images, videos, and different information across the globe in Liberia, especially in Liberia. So I also feel that the reporting portal will help minimize the huge number of children being sexually abused in Liberia online. If you look at the report we normally get from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, if you should customize that, you get to understand that 700 women and girls are raped, are sexually abused in Liberia every year. About 700 plus are raped every year. That shows that sexual abuse is actually alarming, and most of the sexual abuse cases, they start online. And so, just by having the reporting portal, I feel that it's going to minimize the huge number of children being sexually abused online. Additionally, I also feel that the reporting portal will discourage children from participating in pornography acts because of poverty. You are very aware that Liberia is one of the countries around the world that is, in a very deplorable state in terms of poverty. And so many parents will use that as an opportunity, letting their children to do certain things, in terms of, getting funding, getting money, and surviving, which is somehow bad. But just by having the portal existing in Liberia is going to discourage children totally from participating in pornography acts. Matter of fact, children are moved by what they see and what they hear their friends saying. Some of them, like I said earlier, 75% of Liberian children are online users, and some of them they are easily driven by their friends to start showing their naked photos for money. Start to send photos to people abroad for money because they believe they are in poverty. But if you do not have those kinds of content on the internet, if you do not have those illegal contents on the internet, I believe it will actually make children to go for pornography stuff. They will not see them. They will not even dream of becoming one of those who are engaged in those pornographic acts or so like that. So if you also have this reporting portal, I do believe that children will read and follow good contents online instead of being distracted by videos and images that tend to abuse them. The truth is that children in Liberia are quick to be distracted. Children around the world as a whole, children are very quick to be distracted. So if you do not have I'm talking about attractive content on the internet that can allow them play, read, study, it is gonna be a serious problem. But if you have this portal in Liberia, this portal is actually gonna help children because they wouldn't find illegal images, illegal videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on Ammo, on all of their Facebook or social media platforms. They wouldn't find those things. So it's gonna give them the courage to study their lessons and make successful pass in their schools. Now, one major question you asked me, I would like to address: why this is a significant step forward for protecting children online. I can say to you, witnessing this video a million times, that this is a significant step forward, especially in the protection of children's rights in Liberia. I see that this is going to give hope to children who might have been victims of sexual abuse. Many times in Liberia, we have witnessed incidents wherein children have been sexually abused online, and their videos are also placed online. So children tend to like feel that kind of trauma. The parents feel trauma, and relatives feel trauma because people in the community say, but we saw your daughter's photo on Facebook. We saw your son. He was doing such a thing on the social media, on the internet. That alone brings sorrow to the family, and it kills the dream of the family and even the child. So if we have this portal system in Liberia, that is going to be used to clean all those illegal images and videos online, it is going to help Liberia a lot, because I think this is a significant progress we are about to make, and it's going to help our country a lot. Well, I also think that the online portal will protect children online as well, where they can develop mentally to contribute to the growth of Liberia. If you have a society where children just go on the internet and they do all kinds of things, and they're not really focused on developmental things, it's gonna be a problem. Matter of fact, Facebook, the internet, has been used as a good tool over the years. It has done good, but on the other hand, it has done some bad things to our children, our generation, and it's affecting us. It's affecting us hugely in Liberia. So the internet is very much important, but we do not want children to be abused on the internet. Now, how can we do it? Now, the way forward is to have this portal that is almost like a sifter. Sifting all of the harmful things, those illegal views and images online, and that is a progress for Liberia in terms of minimizing violence against children, abuses against children. The portal needs to come to Liberia, and that is something we, the children of Liberia, highly appreciate, because if that comes, that's going to be buttressing the efforts of the government through the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection in terms of the protection of children in Liberia. That alone going to be buttressing all of us efforts in achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, because those goals talks about education, good health, and the rest of them. So if you want, if a child has been abused online, they wouldn't be healthy. I mean, the issue about having a portal also support the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and lots of things around. I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the platform to share my perspective on having an online portal, the reporting portal in Liberia, wherein we can all help to eliminate totally abuses against children in Liberia. The Liberian National Children's Representative Forum remains committed to working with all of you around the world, especially the IWF and other partners in Liberia like DCI, Defense for Children International, and also the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and all others who are seeking the protection of children both online and offline. I just like to say thank you for witnessing this very short video. I hope I could, present more fights about protecting children online. But as we go forward, we got more work to do and more things to do to ensure that children are protected not only offline but online. My name is Jutomue Jr., the Speaker of the Liberian National Children's Representative Forum. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn. You can also find me on Amo, and you can find me on Twitter. Thanks so much for following.